As soon as I turn on the damn camera, didn't do anything different except I'm talking. My method of turning these little Christmas tree earrings has evolved and changed considerably, and I have 5 hours of video. I'm not going to show you 5 hours of video. Evolution is a slow process. So we will cut to the chase. This is how I make Christmas tree earrings now. The blanks are a little more than 2 inches long and 5/8 square. I line the front edge of the blank up with the blue tape on the tool rest. I do not move the tool rest. I tighten the chuck just enough to hold the blank while I center it on the pin on the live center. The pinhole will be in the top of the tree and serve as a pilot for drilling the hole to put in the screw eye. I leave the live center engaged for now because there's no reason not to. The lathe is turning about 2300 RPM, give or take a couple of hundred. When the blank is round, I mark the bottom of the tree, which is the other edge of the blue tape. I don't move the tailstock, but I crank the live center out of the way. I thought I could save a lot of time by not detailing the Christmas tree with the effect of branches, but even after spar urethane and glitter, the smooth ones show up as smooth. So taking the time to make branches is worth the effort. It is not necessary to be this picky about spacing. The height of the tree trunk is equal to the width of my narrow parting tool. The base of the tree is just a little bit thicker than the width of the parting tool. If the base isn't thick enough, it's prone to chipping. I round over the top of the base with the corner of the parting tool. Part it off, and it's done. Sometimes it'll part so cleanly that there is no little nib on the bottom to be either nipped off with side cutters or sanded off, or both. You can save time by using longer blanks and getting 2 or 3 trees out of one blank, but with the added length and the slenderness of the blank, you have to leave the tailstock up, and then you lose time being very, very careful with the skew not to dig into the live center. So I make them all short, 1 tree per blank. I lose time changing blanks, but I save time in carving the tree. After I got used to the rhythm, I started timing the process, starting the clock when I picked up the blank to insert it in the chuck, and stopping the clock after I'd removed the stub of the blank and thrown it in the firewood box. I got it down to just over 90 seconds per tree. But turning the trees is the easy and the quick part. A number 60 or a 61 drill bit works just fine for the screw eyes I have. This is a 61. So these are pilot holes that the live center left. I got these tiny screw eyes from Amazon. They're just a little bit smaller than the smallest I can get from the hardware store. The number 61 is almost too big for these. These are smaller than the ones you get at Ace Hardware. Just a little bit, but much nicer in this application. And a heck of a lot cheaper. This one might split out. That's really narrow at the top. Nope. And this step on those that need it. Some have holes in the bottom that tore out. That's why I make extras. This base is all chipped. There's another one broken. This batch of trees is from a mix of woods. Some very fine grain, those hold together very well, and some a little bit coarser or stringier grain, and those tend to chip out. I'll pay more attention to wood selection in the future. And here's pretty much my setup for applying glitter to these things. Hold it by the base. I'm using Minwax oil-based spar urethane. It's pretty old and viscous. The glitter sticks to it well. Trying to avoid the base, the trunk, and the bottom of the tree. Which only works for the first 2 or 3. Then I have so much on my fingers. The silver I shake on. And gold. And then I got the multicolors in here. And that one's done. And hang it up to dry. Hard to pick these damn things up. And that's my method, my latest method of making Christmas tree earrings on the lathe. I'm sure there will be modifications in the future. And there's just a little bit more to this process. After finishing this video, I added one more step. That is, while they're on the drying rack and dry, I spray them all with clear lacquer to keep them from shedding glitter. I almost forgot this tedious part, and that is mounting the hardware. It's probably easy enough for a young person with eyes that will focus closely, but I've got extremely strong readers on. What I did here, I went through all the ones I have and tried to match pairs out of all these with their slight differences in base sizes, overall height, general coloration. They're not going to be identical, of course, but similar at least. I got a mix of gold-colored and silver-colored earring hardware from Amazon, very cheaply, I thought. And this is the hard part, making sure that ring closed in alignment. Usually it goes right in, but I have to check. Sometimes they don't. For mounting cards, I just drilled some 16th-inch holes in my business cards. Did not do a good job of centering them. Slip that through there. Put these little plastic retainers on. Grab another little split ring. Hold it in such a way that the ends are both free, so you can grab them with the other pliers. All of these trees that have brass eyelets get the gold-colored hardware, and the stainless eyelets get the white hardware. And there's another pair of earrings. I made a simple rack for storage and display. It's got room for many more. Thanks for watching.